Impact Radio.
Let's go!
With Sir Blackston and the Masked Hope.
Raw Impact Radio. I am a little hot. Let me turn that down. I am Sir Blackston, and he is your...
Hashtag and still. Reigning, defending, undisputed Raw Impact Radio champion.
What?
The Masked Hope.
Bro, Mike.
That's me.
What? Where's the championship?
What had happened was...
Where are you? Did you teleport?
I'm on special assignment in parts unknown in search of mankind. I couldn't bring the championship because I'm incognito right
Was
now.
that a balcony?
Possibly.
Are you on vacation and just didn't tell me?
I don't.
Bro, that's a nice ass chair. There's sand and umbrellas and shit. Look at... I got nothing. This shit.
Enjoy your phone, buddy.
Oh, man. Well, you enjoy your vacation. Have a great day. Click. No.
That's it.
Terrible. No.
Say less, fam.
No, but we've got an interesting show today. When this is released, WWE will have already been, it has already been acquired by TKO Endeavor, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about a massive, huge return from Monday Night Raw that everyone is super excited about, especially the Masked Hope and various other things. But we'll be back after this.
Sir Blackston.
Oh, motherfucking Moss.
The Masked Hope.
I hate when they make these groups and then they lose. How are they going to get over losing?
Raw Impact Radio.
Raw Impact Radio. It's your Whopper, the Max. Here with your Big Daddy Mac.
What? What is happening? Your Whopper and your Big Daddy Mac. Big Daddy Blackston. I can see that.
I mean, that's a good name.
Yeah, Big Daddy Blackston. That didn't work out that well for Diesel. We'll figure it out.
I mean, you're like 7'5".
I'm like 5'8", soaking wet.
Is that in kilometers? 5'8" in kilometers. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, foot kilometer. So, bro, various things have happened since the last time that I talked to you.
Oh, yeah, we got some great stuff, some great returns.
Oh, yeah, great returns. Do you want to talk about TKO first, or do you want to talk about the huge return from last night?
Let's jump straight into Nia Jax, because this is I've personally been stressing about this. When I seen her enter that ring, it's like, no, because we all know her past with injuring females. When she slammed Rhea Ripley and hit her with that leg drop, it's like, well, Ray's gonna be out.
Oh man, people get nervous. I like Nia Jax. I think that I think she does really good. I think she did pretty good promo work, pretty good character work. Her in ring, obviously, you can't be injuring folks. And I don't know that she was at fault in all of those, but I know there were a number of them that she was in the ring and present for. But from what I understand, she's been working with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte of, hey, let's box in the ring, like unscripted.
Yeah.
In the middle of a match, Flair. So, I mean, hopefully this has helped her out. It looks like she slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely has. She posted on her Instagram she lost like 50 pounds or something like that.
So, I mean, I'm hoping that this works out for her. But here's my question. Let's say at the start of the year, right? We were just betting, hey, what's the last thing Vince McMahon is going to do as the CEO of WWE? Would you have thought that it was bring back Nia Jax?
That would have been top of the not gonna happen list.
This is it. This is his lasting legacy. The last thing that he did was bring back Nia Jax.
You want to hurt bitches. You want to take some people out. It's like, oh, Ray's on top. Let's get her out of here, bro. We didn't had enough of that.
So what does this mean? I mean, so obviously they're going to go into something with Rhea and Nia eventually. But now you got Raquel. Are they going to do a triple threat? Is it going to be Nia versus Raquel first and then Rhea? Like, how would you do this?
I would assume it's leading to a triple threat where I don't think Ray is losing the title.
No.
But maybe Nia either pins Raquel or Raquel pins Nia.
And then have one of those guys go on the face.
Yeah. But in all seriousness with Nia Jax, I used to love her up until she hurt Becky Lynch and killed the Ronda Becky match. Because that I was hyped for that when it was about to happen. Everybody was hyped for it. And when she did that, that was the downward spiral for me where I'm like, oh no, she's just out of hurting people. That's where I really noticed. I don't know if she injured people before that, but that's where I noticed that she was injuring people.
Now, what did she do? I think she broke her nose, right?
Yeah. And that arguably got Becky Lynch over and made her the man.
Yeah. I mean, technically, do you even get the man at that point? I know that she had done something with Charlotte at SummerSlam prior to that. She was getting popular, but that was like, yo.
I think that was the turning point to turn her into the man.
Yeah. So I mean, you're mad at Nia Jax because you don't like the man?
What? I'm mad at Nia Jax because she keeps injuring people.
Oh, okay.
If she is not injuring people this time around, if she actually worked it safe, if she actually learned, because she's been training with Natalya as well, if she actually start to care about people again, then I'm all for it. Because I used to love her. Like the fact that there's a big girl wrestling and WWE's actually pushing it. We need more of that, and I'm all for it if she's not hurting people.
And then there's the comedy piece of it, the my hole and all of that good stuff. So, I mean, like, that is a whole other aspect of Nia Jax. Is she like a real monster, or did they ever really pull the trigger on her being a straight-up monster? Because her theme song, it sounds like a makeup ad or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you can hear it in the background of, like, Tyra Banks putting this, you know what I mean? you can kind of hear it in the background there. Do you think that she's enough of a monster to get, where they may or may not want her to be?
I don't think she is enough. In ring, yeah, definitely. But like you said, the whole presentation. But I don't think WWE know how to book a female monster.
Well, they're doing pretty good with Rhea, but Rhea, Rhea's not. Both Raquel and Nia are bigger than Rhea. You know what I mean? So Rhea is a badass. But now that you've got these other two monsters, I feel like there might be some room.
I don't know. I'm still so on the fence about all this. I just don't want her to hurt people, especially not Rhea or Raquel. Because Raquel had a banger match with Rhea at the pay-per-view. She had a banger match last night. She's rising, and I don't want her to stop her from rising.
Right. I agree. And hopefully, just keep it healthy, keep it safe. So all right, so we got Nia Jax back. She's part of, I guess now that the companies have merged, there's no more hiring freeze in the WWE. Could we see other folks return as a result of this lack of a freeze in hiring?
And hopefully, some reports are saying that the hiring freeze ended in summer, that there are a bunch of people hired that haven't debuted yet. The offers are paying Carlito. Yeah, so should be done. It's kind of what I expected too. After the merger, they actually could focus on the talent again and actually make something happen.
But the freeze is up, but they're also talking about cutting folks. They're talking about 50 to 100, between talent and back office folks. You know what I mean? Just kind of collapsing positions. Yeah, it could be on both sides.
To be expected with a merger, though.
Yeah.
You don't need two legal teams,
right?
With merger means one,
right?
But I don't know. I don't know if talent would be released because you would assume the budget's already set for that, and they don't really need to clear out room for that, especially since they're getting rid of other office workers. Yeah. But it's not off the table though.
Bro, can I tell you what I'm most excited about with this merger?
What's that?
The second that Vincent Kennedy does something that you don't like, you can call his manager. You can call his manager and file a complaint on Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Are we going to Karen this on Vince?
This is the fourth time I've seen this match with Shayna Baszler.
Yo, TKO, what's going on?
TKO, come on. Ari, get your mans.
Did you see Triple H was at a fashion show with the owner of TKO?
Was he? I did not see that.
Yeah, I think, what was it? Maxine Dupree was on the runway or something?
Really?
That's why they were there. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Triple H, he was there. Shane O'Mac was not. Stephanie was not. Linda was not. But Triple H in the building. No Roman, no Paul. Bianca.
I mean, technically, Stephanie ain't involved in the company.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Linda has shares anymore.
When last time you seen Linda and Vince together? They're not officially divorced as far as I know.
No, but all kind of rumors was flying with this whole scandal and stuff. I forgot who it was. I think it was like Renee Dupree or something was saying they haven't been together in 10 years or something. Sheesh. And Vince has his side thing.
Master Mac Man getting it in.
Find them blondes.
Yeah, man. What else happened on Raw last night? The Miz fought Akira Tozawa.
The banger. 5-star classic. No.
Yeah.
That was just show off the Miz.
Bro, Woods' promo on Drew McIntyre, I loved it. Loved it. We need more Savage Woods.
Well, I hope they're like trying to put him in the main event or something because he had that amazing promo. He had a nice battle with Drew McIntyre. He almost pulled it off. Like, please give me the third member of the New Day with a title.
For real, man. That was real. He comes out there. He's like, hey, Drew, listen, I get it. You're a hater. Kofi won his championship in front of 82,000 people. You won yours inside of an empty performance center in front of no one. And so you're jealous of him. Oh, it was great. Just killed the whole ego, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That was gold, bro. He could be a main eventer. I hope they push him. He could do it.
I've been pondering this a lot. And we may have asked this question in the past. What makes someone a great champion?
Yeah, we definitely asked this in the past, and my answer is always going to be different. Well-rounded enough. You don't need all the qualifications. You could not have Mike skills and just be strong and a brute in the ring. You could be a great wrestler, but not know how to talk on the mic. It's like you just got to have enough. And the fans behind you. So you don't have the fans behind you, then you're just gonna be like early Roman getting booed every time you go out and everybody rejecting every time you have a match.
Right. I don't know. It's just something that I've been thinking a lot about lately.
But I think Woods has the qualification though. He's not spectacular in the ring, but he's good.
He's good enough. Yeah.
I wonder if they took the leash off of him, like what would he be able to do? Because that performance last night felt like the leash was off a little bit.
You know, one of the acts that I really did want to see go to AEW, never happened, but was the New Day. I really wanted the New Day to go to AEW just because I wanted to see what they could do without the handcuffs, without the, we got to have the rainbows and the unicorns and all of this other stuff. What could these three guys actually put together in that environment? Right. And man, I was getting excited about like some of the things that they could do. Of course, they all re-signed for a very long time, but I was excited about it because they were talking about those guys feuding with the Elite at one point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and some of the things that could have happened with that. I don't know, man. I would have been there for it.
It could have been spectacular, or it could have also been like Keith Lee, fucking fully grayed out with his TD Jakes jacket on, like. I don't know. Some ideas need to be suppressed, but I would love to see what they have in their mind, though.
Yeah. I don't know if they would have gone the gray route.
No, I would hope not.
Why is it like that?
Bro, my understanding. What I see when I see this, it's like you're a public figure. People watch you. I know I personally watch these guys to project onto them. They're like what I would have wanted to be. I would have liked to have been on that level. I would have liked to have been a big beefy boy tossing motherfuckers around, So when you come out with the gray hair, you're looking weak. People disagree with me on this. I don't know your thoughts on this, but with the gray hair, you look weak. You don't look as strong. You look a feeble old man. That was my problem with Keith Lee, like why he did this. And some people agree, some people don't. It's like kind of a mixed reaction. But you need to have the proper presentation because you are an example.
I'm trying to think of who went from. Did Nash didn't have like a head of white hair at one point, right? Or am I tripping?
Possibly,
not in the ring. I don't think he did in the. Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff like made that abrupt change from like it was like overnight because he had like a full head of black hair one day, and then the next day he came in with the gray. And I kind of see your point. It was like, dude, why'd you do this? Why are you doing this? And Vincent Kennedy is going the opposite direction. He's like, I'm getting more hair, blacker hair, and mustaches. I got everything now.
When you're an in-ring performer, especially, and your whole move set is power, you gotta want to look as strong as possible,
bro. Vince McMahon, Eric Bischoff, and Keith Lee standing next to each other. Keith Lee looks like the oldest motherfucker out there, and Vince McMahon looks like a young boy. What is this?
I mean, Vince be squatting 1,000 pounds. You can't be, you know what I mean?
I love Keith Lee though.
No, I do love Keith Lee. He's probably one of my favorite guys, but that just it made me less interested to see him with fully grayed out hair.
And to your point, I think subconsciously, I don't think that I even realized this until you said it. I think I might feel the same way of like, you're old now. And he's not old. He's a young guy.
Exactly. So I understand your hair is naturally turning gray while you're young, but
yeah,
you're a public figure.
Yeah.
People need to look up to you.
I did not realize that Bobby Lashley has full-on alopecia and cannot grow hair anywhere on his facial area. I did not realize that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. If you look closely, his eyebrows are always painted on. I talked about it in the past on the deal, but I didn't realize that he had full-on alopecia. We've never seen Bobby Lashley with any facial hair. He looks very young. He looks younger than Keith Lee, doesn't he?
Yeah. He looked younger than CM Punk.
Looks younger than CM Punk. Jeez. CM Punk.
Let's not start talking about that guy.
Just
no, change his lives. I'm telling you, bro. That's straight edge life. I don't know about that.
Oh.
I was just talking to my wife about this, bro. If he had one,
just one,
he could have been chilling, bro. Like, you want to use real glass?
Just use it.
We're good.
That's good, man. It'd be cool,
bro.
Man. Hey, man. Hey. Do you, brother? You know what I can see it. We talked last week about Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark becoming a tag team, and son of a gun, this week, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark are beefing with the tag team champions.
You gotta watch what you say out here.
They had this plan. So wait, let me get all of this straight. Shayna and Ronda won the tag team championships, unified them with the NXT tag team championships, then lost them like a week later.
Yep.
Set up this whole big feud with Shayna and Ronda, which Shayna beats Ronda, so you're expecting some sort of a singles push for Shayna. But instead, now Shayna and Zoe Stark, who has also, done tremendous strides to become a single superstar, getting out of the shadow of Trish Stratus.
Yep.
We're just gonna put them right back in the same situation?
Yep.
What's the fucking point? What is the point?
It's like running in a circle. Like you're just running in a circle at this point. You did all that just to bring you right back to the same spot.
Bro, it's an infinite loop. It's an infinite loop. What are the rules? Why can, what's her name? Because I'm mad now. Why can Doudrop just walk in and become a tag team champion, but Raquel had to have like a 4-way to lose the championships? Like she had to forfeit when Liv Morgan. What are we doing? Hope.
Inconsistency.
I look to you. I look to you to explain me this shit.
I know exactly what it is. They don't know what to do with these women, so they just throw them in the tag team division.
Oh my God, dude, that is
the
frustrating.
Trish feud is over. The Ronda feud is over. Like, what do we do? We like them. We want them to be on TV. Tag team division. So,
and just by unifying, they're already like the 4th longest running tag team in the WWE's women's division on Raw. Just from being on screen together.
That's sad.
It is very sad, dude. Oh my God, dude. I can't tell you how frustrated I am with that.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. I'm a huge Zoe Stark fan.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, it's both of our favorites here teaming up to do nothing for the next 3-4 weeks.
And they'll be in the tag team division. They're going to win the tag team championships. The moment that you team someone up with someone else that they've never been on screen with, immediately they're going to win the tag team championships. So this will carry them through what? Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, you thinking?
Probably. Definitely through Survivor Series.
Jeez, man. That's frustrating. How did you feel about Tommaso Ciampa teaming with the Alpha Academy?
it's something. It puts him on TV, but I would have rather DIY
Yeah.
DIY
Oh,
reunite.
boy. Interesting morning here from the Masked Hope. But yeah, man, Gunther celebrated his new record. So that's cool. He's officially now the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. What did you think about his
Hell
promo?
It was good. A little bit petty. Tell him, oh, you want to use your kids like a bitch. You want to be out here just
That's essentially what he said.
yeah, pretty much. If you want to involve your kids in this, all right.
Why you want to put your kids through that? They only gonna see you get your ass whooped again. You saw your daughter crying. You want to see that shit again, huh? You're abusive. You're abusive.
Straight up gangster, bro. I didn't know Gunther was this cheat up.
That was real, man. That was pretty savage right there.
I don't know where this is gonna go. I feel like Ciampa's gonna somehow turn on Gable and cause him the championship again to extend Gunther's reign some more.
And then do we get heel DIY versus Alpha Academy?
Hopefully, man. Like, I was thinking about this. Like, why us wrestling fans that are into the backstage stuff and NXT and all that, we want DIY. But like, do the casual fan know about that? Like, people who never watch NXT,
Probably not.
people who don't know what's going on backstage. Like, that's my thought on it. That's probably why they haven't put them together yet. Because it's like, we care, but does everybody else care?
They don't. They don't know what they don't know what they're missing.
Exactly.
Where's
So
Dexter
once
Loomis?
they see them on TV, it'll be magic. But
Where's Dexter Loomis? Where is he?
wasn't he just on a TV show?
Was he?
I saw him on. I don't remember what it was, but I saw him on something where a dude just dressed almost exactly like him, and they were just staring off at each other, and they did that whole shake hands thing where you grab like the whole arm of the next guy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. I haven't seen him. Getting nervous.
I mean, his gimmick is like gets old very quickly, especially when he don't like straight up murder people. I don't know how to say it better than that,
Right.
but his character is that he's a serial killer,
Right.
but he attacks people and they just show up next week.
Well, so you want him to actually like?
I want them to go missing
Is this-
for 6 months.
is
and
this
when they
how-
come back? It's like I escaped from Loomis's dungeon or something. They got scars or something. I want it to be real-ish.
Bro, he could be TKO's personal, like, when you, like, before you get your budget cut, like, he just goes after you and that's it, and they just never see you again.
There you go.
And if you get attacked by Dexter Loomis, it's like they're saying, well, you know, we wish you the best on your future endeavors.
But wasn't that Randy Orton for a
He
That was
just take the
Randy Orton for a
role.
minute because, like, back to back, 3 people who Randy Orton feuded with went to AEW.
Damn.
I believe Moxley was one of them, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
Keith Lee, Moxley, who else?
Mhm.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
Even, like Kennedy. Damn. He said, I'm an OG
That's what
at
I'm
this.
saying.
I've been doing this.
He is the future endeavorer.
He is the future. Oh, man. Anything else about last night's Raw? What are they doing with Jey Uso? What are they doing
I
with
feel it-
Jimmy Uso?
Nothing and nothing. I feel like they literally just substituting Bloodline for Judgment Day right now. Like
Yeah.
the whole story is that will he join Judgment Day?
And I thought they were going to take it in a certain direction last night when Nia Jax interfered because that's Jey Uso's cousin. So I thought that they were going to take it in one direction. However, immediately she attacks Rhea Ripley. So
I
don't know.
I mean, it still could be something like she attacked Rhea Ripley, and she could say like, "This is just fantasy book because this is not going to happen." She could say that Roman sent her to bring Jay back to the bloodline.
Mm.
So that would be nice.
She
And that
did
would
do-
add something different to the story.
She did do a bonsai drop.
She always did that though.
Did she? Okay, I never paid attention. That's cool. That's good on her for remembering how to do it. Good deal.
I mean, she's always been thick, so
Mm.
got to use them cheeks somehow.
Anything else about last night's Raw?
I think that's about it.
Okay.
Oh, Nakamura's promo, bro. How did I
loved
forget about
man.
that?
Loved it. I love this new knock.
Yep, savage. Straight to the point. I'm loving it.
He's like, dude, you messed over everybody that's ever been a part of your squad. No one likes you. Go to hell. Like, he does not care. I love it. Love this new Nakamura. Where's it going to take him, though?
It's kind of pointless.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, where's it taking him?
Spinning in circles. If he don't win the title, it's kind of pointless.
Do you think he's going to win the title?
Nope. Nah.
No chance.
With Vince, especially, I don't know if Vince is officially back, but with Vince back, I don't think Vince doesn't like when people can't talk. Apparently, this is the reason why Andrade never got pushed, because he like have a heavy accent and he can't really speak well. So Nakamura has no chance.
You put somebody with him. Great Khali just came back at that India event. You put somebody with him. Give him a mouthpiece. You've done this before, Vincent Kennedy.
I 100% agree with you. Give him a mouthpiece, but what are they doing?
Nothing. Well, no, they are doing something now. And I do like what they're doing now with Nakamura. I wish they figured this out back when he, just after he won the Royal Rumble. They didn't. So, yeah.
Yeah, this would have been great, like, ride that momentum, just straight up turn heel like this and just continue what he's doing. That would make sense.
Great. Would have been great. 3 years too late. 4 years too late.
Right, sometimes it's surprising to me that WWE continues on so strong when they mess up stuff like that. Like,
it's because it's really the finances. The real problem is that folks are going to watch no matter what. Like, there's always that base layer, that core of 1 or 2 million people that are just are going to interact with this stuff no matter what. They don't care. WWE could just smack you around. Fuck the fans. Like they're going to watch no matter what, and they take that group for granted. But I mean, they should, because that group is the one that always says, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to stop watching on Monday." You know where they are on Monday? They're watching.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sick of it. Flipping tables and like, all right,
you cut, hit, roll,
put that TV back on the stand.
Yeah, you'll be watching again. Yeah. But I mean, like they don't have to or at one point they didn't have to focus as much on the creative. And they were just out there making business moves. Yeah, we'll do some shit in Saudi Arabia. Sure, the fans will hate it. We'll love it. We'll make money. Tons of money for everyone. Pay Hogan $10 million. You know what I mean? It's understand.
I understand why companies invest in WWE too, because it's like, if they could do that bad and still maintain their main following, like, imagine if they actually start doing something.
The number one show on Friday nights is SmackDown. Number one.
Yeah.
They're going nowhere. They're going nowhere. But maybe it won't be on Fox for very long.
Yep. Yeah. Reports say that Fox doesn't want them anymore, and it's possibly going to be Disney or Amazon. Which one would you prefer, Disney or Amazon, or anywhere else? What would you prefer?
So if we could just double back to the merger and like the structure right now of WWE's presentation with the PLEs, I do not want the UFC structure for their PLEs. I do not want that. I like the streaming deal. But if folks got to pay, like, UFC pay-per-views are like $100.
Yeah. I haven't paid. Watched a UFC.
Damn.
I haven't watched a UFC pay-per-view in a while.
Yeah. I guess the question is, would you, well, I feel like I know the answer. Would you pay for a WWE PLE if there were $100 a pop?
Nope.
You wouldn't go see Great Balls of Fire for $100?
It'll be, if anything, it'll be WrestleMania only. Maybe Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view. Actually, Survivor Series too. Damn, I'll be paying for the Big Four.
You pay for the Big Four, okay?
Yeah,
you would pay for the Big Four.
I pay for WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble.
And I would imagine that if they start doing that, that would crack down on guys or folks who do like the live recaps. I just want to clarify. I do not bootleg, just live recaps.
Oh, you don't?
No.
What was that tape I just bought?
Bro, never mind. Come on, man. It's like a kid crying. Do you remember the old school bootleg videos? I watched New Jack City like that on an old school VHS where they set up like the video camera. And like you can see people's hats and shit and babies crying.
Just walking through the frame.
They're just having all sorts of conversation. Did you take the keys out the car? I'm like, bitch, shut up. I'm trying to watch the movie. Oh, man. The 90s were fun, man.
Good times, good times.
90s were fun. So why don't we take a quick break? We'll come back. We'll do Q&A and maybe a little bit more news, and that will be that.
We'll be back after this.
Sir Blackston,
Oh, motherfucking Moss.
the masked hope.
I hate when they make these groups and then they lose. How are they gonna get over losing?
Raw Impact Radio.
Raw Impact Radio. I am Sir Blackson, and despite the fact that he does not have a championship belt over his shoulder, and instead he has a beach in his background, he is
Hashtag and still. Reigning, defending, undisputed Raw Impact Radio champion, the masked hope.
Mass mother hope in the building.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
part of,
guy.
nope. That's part of it forever now,
I got excited.
bro. You couldn't pack the belt. It's too damn big.
Man, I was incognito, bro. You know, I can't be out here dripping too much.
I mean, nobody would even notice the belt. It's so inconspicuous. No one would notice.
A complete serving tray around my waist. Yeah, nobody.
Folks are out on the beach like, God damn, what is that?
The reflection.
It's so
You see how
shiny.
bright the sun is right now. If I had
man.
that, I'd be causing fires.
There you
out
go,
here, bro.
taunting people, with just aiming it.
I was really looking out for you. I didn't want.
Yeah, 'cause when I get it
podcast to be a
back-
liability.
Here we go, man. When I get it back, it can't have no salt water on it. Okay, I don't know what that's gonna do. Tarnish
Slightly
my-
melted. Just all the words drooping on it. Like, ooh, here you
It'd
go.
be super easy to get your name off of this. All right, so we got Q&A questions, but before that, do we have any more news? Anything else that we need to talk about?
Yeah, in a recent interview, Cardi B was saying that she wouldn't mind appearing at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She even say she'll get physical. She's quote willing to slap a bitch.
Now, who would you like to see Cardi B get physical with?
Oh, I think she got into it with Carmella.
Was it Carmella?
I don't know. I believe it was
Maxine
back and
Dupree?
forth.
A
with-
whole bunch of people are hitting her up.
She has a plethora of options. Like, who would I like to see her go up against? Let's go with Bianca Belair.
Oh, yeah.
No, actually, I would want to team up with Bianca Belair.
Cardi and Bianca versus Charlotte and Nicki Minaj. Can Nicki pull up too?
Sure. I think we got a better chance of getting Meg Thee Stallion.
Ah, yeah, Megan Nia.
No, she is. She's a giant. Too.
Megan Nia,
She-
dude. That's it.
You know how
Book
tall
it.
Meg Thee Stallion is, bro?
How tall is she?
Bro, I don't remember what tall. I think she's like 6 foot. Though.
Is she
I don't
really?
know. She's pretty tall. Let me
Oh
see.
man,
Meg Thee Stallion height.
bro. I mean, I made the joke, and I'm coming back with it. All right, I'm coming back with it because if it
She's
rains on,
5'10".
yeah, that's cool. That's big. I mean, that's Charlotte's 5'10", right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's up there.
Bianca's 5'10".
Oh, and she'd be wearing heels too. So
Yeah.
I mean, that add another probably like
go.
6'2", bro.
Meg Thee Stallion wrestling in heels.
That'd be crazy.
Oh man, those YouTube clips are going to be crazy.
Fire, just straight fire.
That first ankle roll, dude, that shit is going to be crazy, son. Ooh, shit. Like, she just
But I watched a thing with her and Cardi B was like doing football practice and stuff.
Oh, for
Meg was like
in the
she's
heels?
tackling them dummies, bro.
Get my
I
ass
can't
whooped.
handle that.
Huh?
I can't handle that. That wow.
Bro,
That's
I'm
good,
telling
dude.
you, if it rains, have them out there performing Wet Ass Philly. Yeah.
I would love to see it. I
How great would
love
that
to-
be? Wet Ass Philly.
That would be like the most viral moment.
Anything else, man? Anything else happening? Cardi B
Oh, it is.
official.
Gable Stevenson had a match lately.
That's cool because they were saying that, you know, maybe he'd been taken off of the NXT roster. What's happening? Hope, where you at, bro?
Walter closing in on me. I'm scared.
He went on
Save me.
vacation. His computer ate him. Oh my god. But people are listening to this. They don't have no idea because this is not a video podcast. They have no idea what I'm talking about right now. You can check it out on YouTube. But yo, bro, so
it's definitely something they should see. They should just see what's going on YouTube.
yeah,
It's wild. out
Take a
here.
look. Yeah, we're on Peg Radio. But so Gable Stevenson had a match at I think it was a takeover. It wasn't a takeover, but it was a takeover in NXT PLE a couple of months ago. And he got booed out the building. They were like, "You're not Angle," and all of that other stuff. You and I had a conversation. Why?
Yeah.
They gave him a very Kurt Angle-esque, Mark Henry 1996-esque gimmick, which is like the red, white, and blue and all of that. Why do all Olympians have to have the same presentation?
They just stick with the winning formula. They knew it worked before, so you know what? If this guy can't get this over, then he's not making it work.
Yeah.
So it's instead of just letting him be who he is.
Yeah.
They're going to stick to the winning formula.
Because I'm pretty sure Gable Steveson is a whole person. I don't know like his personality or if he's got, if he's interesting or anything like that. But man, just you can't, don't just, everybody can't be Kurt Angle. And if they're not going to be Kurt Angle, you don't want them to even look like Kurt Angle. Don't bring Kurt Angle up now.
don't even start that. They're just that. Why can't him having a medal just be an accolade rather than his whole focus?
You know who they did a good job of that with was Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke, because they didn't really make reference to their UFC background. They just let them go out there and be themselves.
Yeah.
And they're doing it with Matt Riddle too. I think we talked about this, where he's a UFC guy or he's got an MMA background, but that's not like his entire game. He's a personality as well. You gotta let folks be,
And just letting them be them.
Yeah. Leave these
need
people.
to do that with Stevenson.
Yes, they really do. Some people ate him alive.
We'll see if he can push through it, though. Some people are strong enough, to make the fans want to see them, and it depends on if you have the charisma or not to actually do that.
The charisma, Kurt Angle was special. Kurt Angle was special. He came out there, that first promo, those people hated him, and I don't know whether or not that. Well, yeah, I guess it was planned because he grabbed the mic in the middle of the show. They anticipated that people were going to not like him, and they had him cut that promo in the middle of the show. Dude, I'm an Olympian. You got to respect me. They did nothing like salvageable like that with Gable Steveson. It was basically like, hey, they're going to hate you. All right, and then when you come back, you can get some catering and all. You know what I mean? Like, there's no.
I watched an Angle documentary, and Angle said Vince told him before he went out, "You're going to get booed." Yeah. He's like, "No, I won't. I'm an Olympic gold medalist. Why would they boo me?" He's like, "They're going to boo you out of the building. Yeah. Just be ready." And so he was ready to spit bars once they started booing him.
Loved it.
I would hope that they're trying to give Stevenson that same option, but it doesn't look like it.
And can he handle it? Can Stevenson do something like that?
It's the thing. We don't even know if he could talk or not. So that's the whole situation here.
Yeah.
If he can talk, then let him spit bars. If he can't, then I guess he's just gonna flounder.
He's got to go. Yeah, man. Anything else on the news front?
Do you want to talk about this Matt Riddle situation?
The riddle diddle?
The Riddle getting diddled, yes.
I mean, listen, there's an ongoing investigation as to whether or not there was an SA situation involving Matt Riddle, if he was inappropriately touched during a security session at JFK Airport.
Allegedly.
And there is an investigation by the NYPD, I believe, allegedly. And, what happens. He wasn't on the show. From what I understand, it was because of health reasons, not because of this situation. And I'm going to leave it there.
Health reasons.
Yeah, leave it there. I'm not touching that shit. No. No, sir. No.
Yeah, no. So accusations were made.
Yes. Accusations were made. And
then there might be some alleged intoxication on one side.
Hey, it sucks, Yep. That's
keep
real.
him off of TV till this calms down. So
yeah, pretty much. Don't know where this is going. Wish him the best. I do feel, Matt Riddle, he's going through a lot. He's going through a lot, and I feel like if it's too much more, he's gonna be going through it somewhere else. You know what I mean? So
exactly. Like it seems like every couple months there's something with him.
Yeah,
and it's not always his fault because sometimes his ex throws stuff out there. And there's his suspended for substances. It's just always something with him, and I don't know if they'll keep him around much longer if stuff keeps happening.
Yeah, eventually, is he going to be worth the I don't want to say headache, but you got a bit of headache,
especially with Endeavor taking over as well.
Bro, shit, they done fired his ass once.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that.
They said that we'll get rid of you once, bro.
Second time's a charm.
Like, all right, now don't play while I'm making these cuts. So, I don't know. I guess we should jump into the Q&A.
Yeah, let's get into these questions.
All right. 77 Tuckery asks, do you think that Drew is going to leave or turn heel?
Why not both?
Yeah, he can turn heel and then leave. Or he can leave and then turn heel. That'd be even more interesting.
Yeah, I don't see a situation why he wouldn't turn heel, because it'll make his character more interesting. I mean, is he really a face right now? Is he being heavily cheered? I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of cheers.
Bro, I never got Drew McIntyre. I never got him.
He was Vince's boy. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Like, Vince liked his big beefy boy, and that's when he adopted him. That was one of the big beefy boys.
He wasn't that beefy when he first came on the scene.
He wasn't, but Vince saw the potential of the beef.
He's like, I'm gonna fire your ass, and you better go eat a few sandwiches before you
go get Jack.
Yeah,
come back.
I never really got Drew. I could see him turning. I think if they're invested in him, they're going to move the world to make sure that he gets it. I don't. Creatively though, I don't see him. I don't know. I don't see him doing much right through here.
I understand why you don't get him, because he's not that interesting.
He's not.
He doesn't really have a big character other than I'm Drew McIntyre.
I'm Drew McIntyre. Walk around with a sword. Sometimes I say funny stuff, but
yeah, they tried to do something with the sword there too, but that I feel like that got old pretty quick.
Angela, and they had him telling stories about old gods, and it was like, dude, what the fuck are they doing with you, dude? What are you?
Trying to make him Thor or something like that.
Yeah. Thoroughly boring.
That's a good, thoroughly. I like that.
Nick Stevens, do you think Dave Meltzer's star rating is ruining how wrestling fans view matches?
I somewhat have a lot to say about this. Why do we put our all of our feelings into one man's word? Just because this one man gave a match a 5-star, why does that mean so much? So what, he been in the business for a long time. Like, I don't care what Dave Meltzer think about a match. If the match was good, if I enjoyed it, then to me it was a 5-star match. I don't care that he never gave Kurt Angle a 5-star match, because I'm not that invested in his 5-star ratings. Why are people dependent on what he's saying so much? If you like the match, enjoy it. If you don't, then that's on you. Everybody's not going to like the same thing anyway.
Dave Meltzer's his star ratings are like Krishan Rock and Blueface and Krishan Jr. in that anytime that I'm exposed to them, it's always unsolicited. I've never gone looking for his star rating. I don't give a shit. If I like it, I like it. Yet it's always popping up. Oh, this is what Dave Meltzer gave this. And no. I mean, I like listening to him sometimes. I think I may have met him once when I had to introduce Mick Foley. Another story for another day. But there was a
I need that story.
But it's like, dude, why do I care? I don't care what other people think about. Do I like the show? Am I entertained? But that's because, I think now we're in a society where you go to see a movie, immediately you go and check out the reviews for the movie. You go and check out the spoiler review, and you get feedback, and you read the comment section. It's almost to the point where you're looking for the comment section.
You need that. Yeah, you need that approval.
You need to know that you're part of the group that loved it or hated it. You know what I mean?
That's that. I don't even listen to movie reviews. If I go to see a movie, I'm going in completely blind.
I'll watch a review afterwards. But I will not watch a review ahead of time, because there's been so many times where somebody didn't like something, and then it took my happiness away when I went to go watch it. So I don't know, man.
A little bit off topic, but like Adam Sandler movies. A lot of people crap on Adam Sandler's comedy movies, but I feel like you got to go into it like completely blank. Like you're not gonna get an Oscar-worthy movie out of Adam Sandler. A lot of his movies are just stupidness for you to laugh at.
It's the same movie.
Exactly. You got to go in expecting just some stupid crap to laugh at.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, sometimes you just got to go in, hoping to be entertained. And I don't know. I don't know that Dave Meltzer, because I've never been one of those folks that like hung on his star ratings. Do people? Well, yeah, I guess you couldn't get the star rating until after the match. So if you like the match, who gives a shit?
Exactly. I hate that people depend on it so much.
Yeah.
Like, why?
He's one guy. It's just
one person. It would mean more to me if it was like the whole
committee,
Wrestling Observer team, or just the whole wrestling community. vote on this match, and it got 5-star or stuff, or just like, I don't know, top people in the wrestling community voted on this match. That would mean a whole lot more than just one man, because one man will be biased to somebody.
And then even that, like, it's interesting the way that people in the industry consume wrestling versus the way that we as fans consume it, because they're looking for a completely different reason. Like, they're looking at it as, as someone who has like a stake in the success of it. You know what I mean? If you're in the ring, you're looking at it more of like, oh man, how did he take that joint there? How are they gelling? Whereas I might be looking at it like, oh, he didn't they all didn't walk around and stomp the guy. There's the New Day or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, we're all looking for different reasons.
Right.
You can't,
the unicorn stomp.
Yeah, the unicorn stampede. You can't put too much into one person's stock, essentially. So
yeah. And just me training for a hot second, which I'm trying to get back into. We'll see what happens. But it was just me training for a hot second. I look at wrestling differently than I did before.
Yep.
So I can imagine how he looks at being an insider.
Yeah. And
so his 5 stars might be looking completely different, looking at like the internal way that it's happening rather than the in-ring.
And I'm not saying that this is him, but I know that sometimes when some people are more highly revered, their articles get clicked on a little bit more, which now brings in a financial thing. I'm not saying that's for him, but I know there are some people that I will do a video about versus some people that I might, not be as quick to do a video about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just the way that it works.
Same. I refuse to do any videos about Jeff Jarrett. Stuff been happening with Jeff Jarrett. I just don't say it.
I'm just not going to mention it.
Nah.
Personal bias.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican Nerd. Who is the next non-white WWE champion? Interesting. And he means
Carlito.
Yeah. Carlito. Who's he beating?
Yeah.
Who's he beating?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
No, it gotta be Seth Rollins or Shinsuke.
Oh, well, maybe Shinsuke Nakamura.
No.
Maybe Shinsuke will be the next. There he is.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
There you go.
I completely bypassed
like, maybe he's going to beat Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wait a minute.
Big Papa Booty. Well, that one's out there in the universe now. And there's no way to undo it. Sorry to my clients. All right.
What?
That's his name. I didn't. That's what he wrote. That's his name. Big Papa Booty.
Why?
Why does Sir Blackston wear a mask and the masked hope doesn't?
Oh, what happened is we mixed up the title screens. It's actually supposed to be swapped. So we'll probably fix that in the next episode or the next episode after that.
Yeah, that's not the case. I don't know, man. I wear a mask because I've told this story before. I'm a big fan of old school radio. I worked in old school radio, and that was a medium that, there was a lot of mystique around the DJ and whoever's talking, the host of the show. Not everybody knew what they looked like, and I'm just a big fan of that. So yeah, I don't put my face out there like that. Is it out there somewhere in the universe? No, it's nowhere. You'll never find me anywhere.
If you said yes, people was gonna start searching.
It's nowhere. It's scrubbed from the universe. You'll never find me.
Thanos snapped that.
Exactly. So
the audience doesn't know this, but if he pulls down his mask right now, it's just blank. Like you can't even see anything there.
See what? And then you just got the green screen. Stephen Lally, do you think the Bloodline is starting to reach season 8 Game of Thrones territory, or is it still cool?
It's getting there. Do you know what they mean by season 8?
Did
you watch Game of
Thrones? I saw one episode.
Oh, well, it was great up until season 8. Season 8, they got a deal with Marvel. The producers got a deal with Marvel, and they rushed the hell out of it. They would usually let their story breathe for like a whole season. There should have been 2 more seasons. But the pacing of it, they rushed through that. They even cut the episode count. It usually was like 10 episodes, and they cut it down to 8.
Oh,
so so they just completely ruined the series by rushing this so they could get out and work with Marvel, and then Marvel ended up canceling their project anyway.
Get Out's a great movie.
Yeah. So yes, it's getting there. They're dragging it. Nothing much is happening, and they should really just finish the story at this point.
My problem with the Bloodline story is it's like they don't know how to advance it unless Roman is there. I guarantee you, next time Roman pulls up, it's going to be a great addition to the story, and people are going to be like, "Oh, were we thinking that it was dead?" But while he's not there, there's like nothing. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Jimmy. I don't know why he's in and out, and he wanted his brother out, and now he's in. They're not doing enough to set it up. I think I know where it's going. Do I give a shit? You got to make me give a shit. You know what I mean? Also, the other thing that I don't like about the Bloodline story is in its absence, in the absence of this thing that has just completely been the crutch of SmackDown for the past 3 or 4 years, what stepped up? What's the big storyline on SmackDown that ain't the Bloodline? Where's Cody at? What is Cody doing? Who's his big feud been with? He did something with Dominic last night, but he hasn't had a match or a feud since fucking Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. What are we doing? This is the guy you want to finish his story?
It's them putting everything. Once Roman's not there, they put everything on pause. And I don't know how sustainable that is, because it's just like you said, nothing's happening.
Nothing. Bro, if Cody's your guy, make Cody your guy. Make me give a shit about Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
If I were on this podcast saying, yo, you know what? I love what they're doing with Cody Rhodes. I hope they do finish the story. That means that they've actually successfully done something. They've done nothing with Cody. He's come out there. He's made announcements. He's brought Jey Uso. But I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Nope. So I don't know, man.
A bunch of meaningless matches. He should be beating number 1 contenders and making his way back to Roman right now.
They had him feuding with the Judgment Day for like a year. A year, but only in 3 weeks. A 3-week year. But that's what it felt like. Because it was every week. It was him, KO, and Sammy versus the Judgment Day.
No.
Why? Bro, if this is your guy, if you guys really see him as a main eventer, and you don't want me to see him as a mid-carder, because that's where we're headed, okay? Do something with this guy. Seriously.
They're going to milk this straight to WrestleMania. I can't see Roman holding the title past WrestleMania, because you can't drag this on for another year.
Vince is like, hold my non-alcoholic beer. Hold my O'Douls, buddy.
I hope not, at least. That would be disastrous.
UA, are there any dream... All right, so UA gave us like 3 of them. First one, are there any dream women's matches you wish to happen before the end of the year? Sidebar, have you heard that Naomi may be coming back?
Nah, I have not heard this.
Okay. Naomi may be coming back. But are there any dream women's matches you wish to happen before the end of the year?
Well, the most likely would be Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks versus Jade Cargill. She's injured. I don't remember her timetable, but reports were saying that before she got injured, she was supposed to be at Forbidden Door. So,
yep. She was in the crowd. She was all in the crowd at All In.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's why they brought Jade Cargill back this past week, is to maybe set something up. I think that she should be. I think originally they said that she should be cleared a short time after like the All In, All Out pay-per-view area. So maybe sometime around now, and you start coming back doing promos or something like that. I would like to see her return as well. And I would like to see her face off against Charlotte Flair. I don't know why, but I would like to see her face off against Charlotte Flair as Mercedes
because she
Moné.
Actually has a chance to beat Charlotte.
Yeah, all right. So if she comes into AEW and faces off against Jade Cargill, you got to imagine it would. Do you think it would be a one-off, or do you think it would be like a whole contract deal?
I would hope a series, at least a three match series.
Okay.
But depending on the situation with New Japan, it'd probably be a one-off.
Okay. And you'd have Jade Cargill defeat her.
I would definitely have Jade defeat her, because Jade is the up-and-coming talent. Sasha's or Mercedes already is established. She don't need the win. She could lose and still be okay. Jade losing, especially after that long streak she was on. Yeah. I don't know if she could take a loss like that.
Interesting stuff there. How would you book Matt Cardona's return to WWE?
Probably never happened, but I'd just make him the king of hardcore in WWE.
There you go.
They're kind of leaning against that, especially with this new TKO stuff. I don't know if they're gonna do like hardcore stuff, but
You know what you do? You know what you do is you have them destroy, like much the way that they had the hardcore championship all cut up, you have them destroy that women's tag team championship. So that way we're done with that shit. And now that's the new hardcore title. There you go. Problem
killing
solved.
2 birds with 1 stone.
2 birds with 1 stone. Get rid of it. The hell do you need them for anyway?
No, but I wouldn't mind him bringing back the hardcore title. But
Yeah.
how far are they going to
Not
be
very.
willing to let him go?
Not very.
No.
Not very. Not on TV.
Because you can see with Kevin Owens, when he bled, they immediately cleaned it up.
Oh, yeah. And I
So-
mean, we'll see how some of this stuff is handled with Endeavor, but I would imagine that if you're partnering with, potentially Disney, you're not going to go
Nah.
too far with the.
Disney ain't going to like all that blood.
And finally, for UA, what wrestler of the past do you think would thrive in this era? There are a few.
There's so many. For off the top of my head, Macho Man.
Randy Savage.
He had charisma, man.
Who
And
would
I would love to see what a promo would look like today.
Yeah. Who'd you want to see him tangle up with?
It's cheap to say Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins.
But that's who I was thinking also.
Yeah.
Like that was thinking as well. Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. What's Randy Savage would be crazy. Everyone that I'm thinking of matches between them and Seth Rollins. Like when I think of HBK or Razor Ramon, I want both of them to face off against Seth Rollins.
Well, just his moveset is like, it seems like it's kind of timeless. Like it will work in any era, really. But a lot of guys, would you look at today, like their moveset is specifically for today. And I don't think it would work against older guys, like guys from the past in their prime. But Seth Rollins' moveset, I feel like that's perfect.
Yeah. So I'll go HBK. Headbangers. No. Okay. We'll go HBK.
Were they a big deal?
No. I did not care about them. It's like,
What's the whole?
I was never really into the headbangers. Damn, one day we got to talk about like just interesting gimmicks from the Attitude Era, like the
Who's here all day?
Who's the squad that came out with the Insane Clown Posse? The Parade of Human Oddities. No one remembers the Oddities. You don't remember the Oddities. It were people like, they had like a giant dude, John Tenta. Earthquake was like, he had like the beekeeper costume on, and like there was a short person. I had to make sure. And and Sable was in it because reasons. So it was just there were the Parade of Human Oddities. There were people who were like, they were saying deformed, but enhanced in some instances. But yeah, man, it was an interesting game.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Serious? Look up the Parade of Human Oddities. Was it Kurgan? Kurgan was there. Yeah, he was dancing around in like the tie-dye gear. Oh man, Oddities were dope, man. And then finally, Free Nayrod. What if Roman used the bloodline to stop Gunther's reign because it threatens his reign?
I don't see how it tied together. What if Roman used the bloodline to stop Gunther's reign because it threatened his? Gunther got a long way to go.
Yeah, it's
And
nowhere
it's the
near.
Intercontinental Championship.
I mean, and Roman hasn't dropped it, so every day that Roman doesn't drop it, it's just a little bit longer for Gunther to hold that shit. He got like a 700-day head start on Gunther, right?
Yeah,
Like
so
that
he got
is-
a long.
yeah, Gunther
Roman
had
will
to
be
hold it.
retired acting by
Jeez.
that point.
Ugh. Yeah, no, I'm cool.
Yeah. I thought they were saying, what if Roman uses the bloodline to stop Jay?
Well, he went into a whole
He uses
thing
it-
of saying Solo does something with Gunther and all of that, but it was kind of disjointed. I think one of the messages might not have come through, but yeah. But yeah, what if they did something with Jay? That'd be interesting. Huh.
Yeah. Stop Jay from joining the Judgment Day, and maybe it's a battle between the Bloodline and Judgment Day. Then Jay end up siding with the Bloodline. They forgive him, and he comes back home. Something like that.
Did you see the graphic of the proposed or a possible? This could have just been photoshopped of like the Survivor Series main event, where it was basically the Bloodline and I want to say like wasn't AJ Styles? There's somebody else against Cody, Jay, and no, it was the Bloodline and the Judgment Day against Cody, Jay, AJ Styles, and KO and Sammy, I believe. Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
yeah, fascinating stuff.
But how will they coexist?
Oh, how will they coexist? Sammy's already mad at Jay.
Yeah. I just want to see Bloodline versus Judgment Day at Survivor Series.
Do you think that they should have the for Survivor Series? Would you rather like the elimination tag matches or the
The War Games?
Yeah,
I personally was always an elimination tag match fan. Apparently it's not that popular, but when they used to have like Team Angle versus Team Jericho or something like that, I used to love those.
Yeah.
So,
Who's going to be the sole
I'm not
survivor?
against War Games, but I don't feel like I felt like the elimination tag should have been the main focus.
And it doesn't have to be either or. Like you can have a War Games match and an elimination tag match to pay homage, So, and it doesn't have to be Raw versus SmackDown. Jeez, please don't do that.
Please, Vince, stop messing up.
Come on, Endeavor. All right. Anything else? Do you have anything else for this week's edition of the Raw Impact Radio podcast?
No. Actually, Bailey auctioning off some of her ring gear to help some of the animals in the Maui wildfire.
Oh, that's cool.
That's something.
That's noble.
Nice. That's a nice note to end the show.
That's a noble cause. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Respect her.
Yeah, respect. Anything else?
Only thing I want to mention is that if you are listening to this podcast on Spotify, go ahead and drop us a 5-star. It'll help Spotify push us, help us get new recommendations out there, and help us make a little bit of change because we trying to get paid out here, bro. So support Raw Impact Radio and give us a 5-star on Spotify. And if you're watching on YouTube, drop us a thumbs up.
There you go. But I'm glad that you remember to do all of this stuff.
Yeah, got to get the audience out here, man. You got to always think about the audience.
There we go, man. All right, you got stuff you want to plug?
Oh yeah, I'm the Masked Hope. Growing like a wildfire out here. Probably shouldn't say that. Growing like a weed out here. Follow me on.
Let's go CM Punk.
Growing like a weed out here. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for daily wrestling news.
All right.
Yeah.
And I am Sir Blackston. What's the opposite of growing?
Shrinking.
Exactly. My TikTok is on keto, buddy. My shit is dropping like nobody's business. But you can go ahead and follow me at Sir Blackston, or you can follow the podcast at RIR Pod on TikTok. And we are out. Peace.
Hey.
Thanks for checking out Raw Impact Radio. Follow us on social media at Raw Impact Radio. Available wherever you listen to podcasts.